Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you had a really great day trading today. So today was Wednesday, February 19th, and we had another pretty slow, easy day today. Lower than average volume, and SPY did open down today. We opened with a gap down and we took it down to this support level. This was previous resistance, and we did see that converted into a support. After that break up above this downtrend, we consolidated right at that level, and we have seen that turned into a support. So today when we gapped down, we found that support. It was above the 35 EMA, and we took a swing up to make new all-time highs today. So yesterday, new all-time highs. Today, new all-time highs. SPX, we saw the same thing. We opened with that gap down, found that support level that is at 61.15, and 35 EMA was right underneath it, and we swung back up to make new all-time highs today. So today was another good day to have iron butterflies and condors on. I have been putting them on from the day before on that last candle of the day, and those did pay today. We didn't quite make it to the edges of the implied move, so bear call spreads and bull put spreads did not fill, but premium here did pay, or having iron butterflies and iron condors already in place did pay today. So SPY and SPX closed up 0.24%. VIX closed down 0.59%, and we did stay within the implied move today. So beautiful day. QQQ, we did see very similar price action over here. We did open down, found that 35 EMA, which has been support. We're still trading above it, and we did make new all-time highs today, and we did close within the implied move. Even more perfect over here for iron butterflies. Those would have closed up near 100% on the day, and condors as well. And we did not quite get to the edges today, so bear call spreads and bull put spreads would not have filled, but you would have made money in the middle today. QQQ closed up 0.03%, VXN down 1.2%, and we did close within the implied move today. Really low volume here today, but we have been holding above that 35 EMA. So consider that support right now until it's not, because it's just one of those levels that will keep bouncing us higher until we finally print a red candle. So we do have a bearish divergence here. You could see on that higher high here, we did make a lower high in Stupid Willie, and just something to be aware of. We are losing strength, but we are still above that 35 EMA. And IWM today, never go long at a downward facing moving average. It's a really good rule of thumb, and this has been playing out exactly that way here. You could see here we gapped up, tried to get above that 50-day moving average that's pointing down, and we got hit back down. Tried again the next day, got hit back down. Today we did open down at the very bottom of the implied move, and then we took a run to get above the 50-day moving average, but with that momentum facing down, we got pulled back down to close right at the 50-day moving average. So beautiful day over here. I did make a post earlier today that my 225, 224 bull put spreads did fill right at open, and from there we did swing up. Now notice that 1 hour 200 moving average was right there. Momentum there was up right near the bottom of the implied move. That gives you double support, double the levels to bounce on. So we did get back up into the implied move here, then took it to the 50-day moving average and got pulled back down because of that downward momentum. IWM did close down today, 0.34%. RVX down 1.74%, so market down, volatility down. That could translate into something like some flat days, maybe holding tight and close to that 50-day moving average. And then lastly, we have DIA. DIA has been mostly red this week. Today we did gap down, and Tuesday we actually closed just underneath that 30-minute 200 moving average. And I mentioned that we are still bearish because the 35 EMA is underneath that 30-minute 200 moving average, and that did play out today with that gap down. We dropped down and found that support from the day before, and at that level we took a swing up and closed above the 30-minute 200 moving average and green for the week. Now we are still bearish here, so just because price got above the 30-minute 200 moving average, we are still bearish until this 35 EMA crosses back up. So don't be surprised if we do get pulled back under tomorrow, while we wait to see if that 35 EMA will cross up. So DIA up 0.17%, and we are definitely in the middle of the implied move on the week today, and of course on the day. So really a fun and easy day, especially if you are directionally neutral. And as of right now, we've had a lot of flat days, so I don't want to get too comfortable trading flat right now because we have been doing a lot of consolidation here. So that was a recap of today, and I'm not sure as of yet if I'm going to be making a video for tomorrow's trading ranges or if they're going to be out on TradingView. So if you don't see them out on TradingView, check here. But either way, they should be out before the market opens. So have fun, trade safe, make sure you take profits when you're up, and I will see you guys tomorrow night. Hey guys, today I'm excited to share a tutorial about my favorite chart settings in TradingView. This chart layout is very easy to read with the blue candles above the 35 EMA, the red candles underneath it, a simple 200 moving average, and one of my favorite all-time indicators, Stupid Willie. And once I get you set up from start to finish, I will show you some really easy trading strategies and some tips and tricks on how to read it. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clear this chart, and I am going to be using SPX for the setup, but later on I'll pull up a few other ticker symbols and we'll see how easy this chart layout is to read with other symbols. Okay, so the first indicator that we want to find is called Scalping Tool R1. So all of the indicators in TradingView are at the top of the screen at this icon, and if you click that and type in scalping, you should see Scalping Pullback Tool R1, and click on that, and this is what it looks like with no adjustments. And if you click anywhere on the moving averages, it will pull up where you can make the modifications. So at the top, I just switched the 34 to 35. Doesn't change a whole lot, but I just like my round numbers. And then I turn off Show Fast EMA and Show Medium EMA. That takes out the two moving averages underneath that. I remove Show Fractals, and Show Colored Bars around pack you want to keep because that is what makes the blue above the 35 EMA and the red underneath. So keep that one. And Show Buy Sell Arrows, I remove that. And Show Trend Background Color, I remove that as well. The very last one, use Heiken Ashi candles in algo calculations. That is personal preference. It actually changes it very little, but I do like to keep that on. So hit OK, and you have the 35 EMA with blue candles above and red candles below. This does an amazing job of defining the trend, and it can also serve as a trailing stop loss if you are a long-term investor. And the next indicator that you want to add is a 200 simple moving average. So just type in moving average, and simple should be right near the top somewhere. And double click on that. The default is 9, and you want to change that to 200. And I also like mine to be a different color. I don't like that blue, and a little bit thicker. You can change the thickness at the bottom there and click OK. And now you have a 200 moving average. And finally, the last indicator that you want to add is called Stupid Willy. And when you're searching for it, you want to look for Cycling Willy. And I've heard some people tell me that they have to use the quotes to find it. I don't know because I have had it favorited for quite a long time. So if you can't find it with Cycling Willy, make sure you put the quotes around it. And go ahead and click on that. And this is what it looks like out of the box. The signal line is very dark, and I trade in dark mode, so I do have to change that. And then you can also see that there's a lot of overbought and oversold signals. So to make this indicator more effective, in the Inputs tab, you want to change the top level of stupidity to -5 and the bottom level of stupidity to -95. And that gives you less signals and more accuracy. And then switch over to the Style tab and Signal EMA, you want to click on that. And again, because I'm in dark mode, that dark line does not work for me. I switch that over to green and click OK. And those are my settings for Stupid Willy. Stupid Willy is very similar. If you ever watch this indicator with RSI, they work in a very similar way, but I tend to get a much cleaner read using Stupid Willy. So what is the criteria for taking a long position, and what is the criteria for taking a short position? So taking a long position, you want to see three things. You want to see a blue candle. You want to see the 35 EMA above the 200 moving average, and on Stupid Willy, you want to see green over green. And then to take a short position, you want to see the exact opposite. You want to see the 35 EMA cross underneath the 200 moving average. You want to see a red candle, and you want to see red above the green. And then from here, if you were going to take this short position, then you are using the 35 EMA as a trailing stop. And I use it as a visual stop. The first blue candle is where I would definitely be out of that position. And then the same goes for taking a long position. You want to see a blue candle, 35 EMA over 200 moving average, and then green over green. And then that first candle can be your entry, maybe the second one if you want confirmation. And then that 35 EMA is your trailing stop. And as soon as you see a red candle, you want to exit that position. So this is still on the daily time frame. So what if you are a day trader? You can do the same thing. So let's drop to the 30-minute time frame. And you can see that, okay, right here we have a blue candle, 35 EMA above the 200 moving average, and green over green. And that 35 EMA becomes your trailing stop loss. And you can see it with support right here. And that first red candle is where you want to be out of that position. And then we can even drop it to a lower time frame if you truly love scalping. I saw a great example right here of all of the criteria met right here. So we did get this 35 EMA crossed right here. So we have 35 EMA above the 200 moving average, we have a blue candle, and we have green over green. And that 35 EMA became the support, and that first red candle should be where you exit your position. So just for fun, I want to show you guys this strategy on the weekly time frame and with NVIDIA, because today NVIDIA pretty much hit the moon. But if you use this strategy when this is the weekly time frame here is the first blue candle, 35 EMA over the 200 moving average, green over green. And if you are a long-term investor and you're using that 35 EMA as your stop loss, you would have made 264% in just a little bit over a year. That is, of course, an extreme example, but this strategy works across all time frames, no matter what style of trading you have. So that is all I have for you today. Let me know if you guys liked this kind of content. Have fun, trade safe, make sure you take profits when you're up. I'll see you guys soon.